when the heart understands that back no longer makes sense. At first, all the heart wants is to return. Go back to what it was, to what was beautiful, to what seemed safe. Back to easy laughter, to the familiar smell, to the embrace that one day calmed. But time, with its relentless patience, teaches that there are turns that do not heal, only hurt again. And there comes a day when the heart, tired of being hurt in the same thorn, understands that back no longer makes sense. 1. The desire to return. At the beginning of pain, everything in you cries for return. You revisit messages, revive memories, reopen wounds, search in memories the good parts, as if the past could still be the future. You convince yourself that maybe if you try again, if you love a little more, if you forgive again, things could be different. But deep down, you know that what ended was not for lack of love. It was for lack of reciprocity, presence, truth, and love by itself does not sustain what the other does not want to keep. 2. The illusion of repetition. The heart is stubborn. He believes that he can heal what hurt him, as if to insist was proof of love, but insist on those who do not want to stay. It's like trying to light a flame with the wind blowing against it. You spend energy, hope, time, and only the fatigue remains. Love, when it becomes a habit, disguises itself as destiny. But it is not. It is only attachment to what is already gone. And attachment is the most painful disguise of the fear of starting over. 3. The moment of consciousness. There comes a day when the heart tires, tired of waiting for messages that do not come, to justify absences, of being the only one to fight for two. And on that day, something changes. It's not a noisy breakup, it's a serene silence. A deep, almost sacred understanding. There is nothing more to seek where there is no longer room to stay. You realize that the love that made you bloom now suffocates you. And what used to complete you, today, limits you. It is at this moment that the heart understands that love, to be love, must follow, not return. 4. The danger of romanticizing the past. The past is a skilled artist. He paints memories with softer paints, erases the flaws, highlights what was good. But what the heart needs to remember is that memory is selective. She shows the smiles, but hides the tears. Shows the beginning, but silences the end. And when you look back with longing, it's important to ask yourself, I miss the person or the way I felt when I thought I was loved? Often we don't want each other back. We want back the version of ourselves that existed when there was still hope. 5. Healing begins in detachment. Detachment is not coldness. It is courage. Courage to accept that not everything that was beautiful needs to last. Courage to recognize that loving someone does not mean staying where it hurts. Detachment is to free the other, and above all, to be free. Is to understand that following is not lack of love. It's self-love in the form of maturity. And, over time, you realize, didn't lose anyone, just met again. 6. When the heart chooses peace, after the storm comes a different silence. It is not the silence of absence. It is that of peace. That peace that comes when you finally understand that love is not over, just change place. Now he lives in you, in the learning, in the strength that was born of pain, in the calm of those who no longer need to convince themselves to stay. You no longer wish to return, because he understood that what awaited you behind was only the repetition of what he has already overcome. Going back would be betraying the woman you became to save the girl you were. and she is now healed. The new way. The healed heart holds no grudge, keeps wisdom. He understands that some people came to teach, others to awaken, and that there are farewells which are not punishment, they are deliverance. Because sometimes God takes something out of your way, not to punish you, but to protect you from what you can't see. When the heart understands this, it stops asking for what did not grow back and begins to thank what remained. The lesson, the courage, the beginning. 8. The love that comes after. And then, one day, without haste, love comes back, but not the old one, a new love. More mature, lighter, quieter. It may be the love of someone new, or it may be the love of yourself, one that has been so long forgotten. The important thing is that this time love does not come to fill the void. It comes to overflow what is already whole. And it is there that the heart understands in peace. Back was never the way. The way has always been to follow. One day the heart understands. Return is to insist on doors that God has already closed. And to follow is to trust that ahead life still holds something beautiful, the size of your courage to start over. Do you have a story to tell? Send to us. Here, each story is a seed of courage that inspires other women to flourish. Rebuild yourself, because telling your story is also an act of healing.